It's a very good deal. It means that we take back control of our money, our borders and our laws, and the whole United Kingdom leaves the European Union as one country, whole and entire. And that means that the people of Northern Ireland, like the people of the rest of the United Kingdom, can benefit from Brexit, including the new free trade deals that we can negotiate.
OK, what about the DUP?
Well, I think that everyone actually in the House of Commons, as they look at this deal and they appreciate in all its dimensions the way in which it strengthens our United Kingdom and the way in which it ensures that we can all benefit economically, I think that people will have an opportunity to reflect. We'll be talking to colleagues from all parties, including the DUP, over the next day or two, and I hope that people will see that this is the best way forward.
So you will put this to a vote on Saturday, regardless of whether the DUP are happy with it?
Yes, we want to make sure that everyone has a chance to vote on this deal. We'll be voting in the House of Commons shortly in order to meet on Saturday. I think people across the country just want Brexit done, and this deal provides us with an opportunity to honour the referendum mandate in the best possible way.
Without the DUP's 10 votes, and maybe a few members of the ERG who might be inclined to stand by them, you lose.
Well, we're not contemplating defeat. We think that this is a good deal, and we'll be explaining the...
You'd be prepared to lose MV4 for the deal to be defeated a fourth time?
I think the most important thing to do is to consider the merits of the deal. We can all speculate about numbers, and indeed that's an entirely understandable exercise. But what's more important, I think, is to look at what this deal delivers. And it ensures that, for example, the European Court of Justice will end its jurisdiction in this country. It means that we will be able to control who comes into this country, control our fishing waters, get new trade deals with other economies, and at the same time, the backstop, which was a particular bone of contention, it's gone. And it's now the case that the future of Northern Ireland will be decided by a majority of its people.
Would you be prepared to go back to Brussels and say you need to look again at the issue of consent and how that is obtained in Stormont to try and meet the DUP's concerns?
Well, we're explaining today how it is that the consent mechanism would work, and I think in the conversations that we'll be having over the next day or two with all parties, I think people will realise that this is a democratically robust way of ensuring that these arrangements can only persist in the future. They fall away. They can only persist if a majority of people in Northern Ireland want them to.
And to be clear about the choice, if the deal is not approved, it is no deal.
Yes.
Even though the Ben Act kicks in on Saturday.
The government is clear. We're going to have to leave on October the 31st, and this is make your mind up time for MPs. We all want to leave with a deal in an orderly fashion. This is a great deal. It provides us with an opportunity to do so. I wouldn't want to be an MP in a constituency which had voted to leave, going back to my constituents after this deal had been put forward saying, do you know what, I didn't back it. And the only alternatives now are staying in the EU or leaving without a deal. I just do not think that would be a credible view, and I know lots of colleagues agree with that.
But clarify for us, because you have your deal now. You say we're leaving on October the 31st, come what may, but obviously if you don't win the vote, the Ben Act kicks in. How do you avoid, legally, seeking a delay until January the 31st?
Well, we'll see what happens in the next few days, but ultimately the choice has always been between three options. We can either stay in the EU, I think that dishonours the mandate in the referendum. We can leave without a deal. Of course that honours the mandate, but there is some economic disruption. Or we can leave with a good deal. That has to be the best option, and I'll be making that case to as many people as possible in the days ahead.
Michael Gove, thank you very much for your time.